Hello everybody. Woo. Okay, so hi. This is day 51 of my little daily lockdown update videos. And what I'm going to do today is I just popped over to our old house we just moved out of to do a little bit of painting, and I thought, you know, why not do a little house tour with a twist. The twist being, this house is totally empty. I don't know if you can hear the acoustics, but that's because the room is completely empty. Right, so let me just switch the old camera around. Okay, so this was the living room. The sofa went across the back here and came down here, and that was like there, maybe I'll put a flashback in screen or something, but was where I filmed a couple of update videos. I always hated these, but they came with the property, so you gotta stay. That's our view outside. We actually lived opposite a cemetery, but it's a nice one. It's nice and flowery, you know. It's nothing too crazy going on. We've been having a hard time matching the paint colours where we've had to paint it on this wall. They left us this colour, but they didn't leave us this colour. That's freshly painted, so hopefully that will, level off a bit. But, you know, we'll see. If not, we'll probably just leave it, let them take it out the deposit, because we've spent so much time cleaning this place up already. But yes, that was the living room. TV was along this wall here. Forgive this room, the kitchen. It is a bit. It's a bit. Hang on, yeah, there we go. Oh, that's much wider. Okay. We've got sort of like stuff there for the time being, just while we give it a proper clean and stuff. So this is the last room that we're going to do. The fridge is defrosting and being cleaned and stuff as well. So we need to do like inside all of the cabinets, even though they're empty now. Yeah, so that was obviously, if you can sort of picture it, when we filmed videos before, the right here was where the table was, and then sort of down there, pardon the bite on my arm I've just noticed is there, was where the coffee machine was and stuff. The countertops where we made sangria and stuff. So the hallway under the stairs actually has this kind of shelving unit, and as you can see, the shelves in the back are only kind of half deep, and under here it goes all the way back as well. And to me, I just think that this is a hugely inefficient use of all of this space under here, right? Like, just box it in. I mean, they've gone through the trouble of creating this cupboard, which is separate from the rest of it. But I just think this open face storage here is kind of pointless. And also the door, as you can see here, the way they've made doesn't shut. Doesn't shut properly. I don't think it was a super talented craftsman that put this together. I wish you could see in a more detailed way how the lines at the bottom of all these pieces of wood are very, very rough. But if you push it from the top, then it does go in. You can sort of see, I don't know if maybe you can see like rough edges here. I don't think the correct tools have been used when this was made, which is a shame. And there's a lot of little things like that in the property that we were kind of dissatisfied with. Wasn't cheap, this property, and in comparison to the one we're living in now, it's nowhere near the quality. So that's the downstairs. As you can see, it's quite compact. And because of the town we live in, it wasn't, you know, it's fairly well priced for the kind of stuff we've got in it. I think, like, if we were to live in a flat, it would be less, but a lot of the flats get taken by students because we live in a student town. Okay, so you can see I've got more stuff here, just like some rubbish, paints and brushes and cleaning products and stuff, which are just sort of living here while we're finishing. There's my phone case there, which I've taken off because I think sometimes it can block the microphone. Okay, so let's go upstairs. Whoa! Just got to get myself stepping nicely over those boxes. So we did have access to attic space, which was mostly floorboarded. So we did have all of that storage, which was nice. You know, bathroom. Ben's already given this a very lovely clean. And there he is. Hi. Curtain still needs to go back up. So the shower fixture broke just as lockdown began. So we bought this kind of sticky cup one that's up there. And the reason it's stuck on the side and not on the back wall where that is actually because where this was fixed, as you can see here, it's quite far back. There's a gap here. So when the shower was on this, the water would hit you where you were standing close enough to be hit by it, just run straight down onto there. So it wasn't really a super clever configuration. But moving it over here meant that, you know, you could stand under it and enjoy without making everything soaking wet, right? Which is very nice. It needs to be up that high on the wall because we're that tall. Obviously, where it was down here before, it would kind of just go onto my chest. So we moved the like temporary one a bit higher so that we could actually be under it, you know? This is what a regular view for me looked like in the bathroom mirror. I mean, that looks better because the phone's lower, but if I put the phone at my eye level, that is what this mirror looks like to me. Very sort of, you know, I have to kind of squat to see myself in it. This was the studio. So I've kind of got a bit of a window with a nice view outside there. It gives some good light, but I don't go any wider. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is where the desk was, where I would sit while filming, and then there is where those shelves of all my stuff would be, that you could see in the background. And then over there we had like a wardrobe, we had like a chest of drawers in the corner there, the mirror, you know, maybe you could sort of picture it the way everything was across the back there in the background of my old videos. I need to sort out something kind of interesting like that for my new videos. Okay, so brings us around to the bedroom, which I don't think I ever filmed in. I say the bedroom, it's one of two, isn't it? But we just called the other one the studio because that's what we used it for. So that was, this was what we used as our bedroom. Bed was along here with the head against that wall. And then we had like, you know, end tables around here. We had like a mirror on that section of wall there. This is another little oddity to me because as you can see, this is an interior door that neither touches the ceiling nor touches the floor. Call me Dr. Zeus. Now, what they've tried to do is concoct some kind of walk-in wardrobe. So you can see the door's just fixed right into the wall. And then there's this kind of strange, another handmade shelving unit. Maybe they had some left over from, you know, downstairs under the stairs, or maybe the other way around, who knows. But there's no light in here. All that you get is this, which is not particularly bright, and also not very helpful for any of these sections here. And also, some eagle-eyed people may have already spotted, there's no rail. No rail here. So if they were trying to make a walk-in wardrobe, and this whole vertical section has no hanging rail, what do they expect us to use that for? I mean, we put our washing basket stood in there. But, yeah, like... huge gap on top. What's the idea behind that? Why? It's funny because I remember us having our first walk around in this in this house, and just thinking, wow, it's so cool, it's so nice, we'll have a house, we'll have our own house. And none of these things really stood out to us as strange when we first looked around. It's an odd one. This apparently used to be, I think, where a boiler would have been. But this does have a hanging rail. So it did occur to them that a vertical space would be a good place to hang something. They just didn't think about it in the other place. So this is the stick for getting into the loft. The light switch there for the loft as well. So it's funny to see it empty. I think it's, you know, it was our first house. We lived in a flat before, together. We're leaving the curtains because the curtains came with it. I think they really thought they were doing something stylish with the dark grey and the red, but you know. I feel like they could have committed and got some nice lampshades, but what can you do? I'm very, very happy with our new place already, much happier. We've given it like nice painting and everything, and yeah. So this is the house that we have just moved out of. There's still more to do. We've got like some cleaning and stuff that still needs to be done, the freezer, the cabinets, and then we'll leave the keys inside and shut the door, and that'll be that. Okay, bye.